Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Subnautica in our Into the Locker series. I remember what I need to do. Thanks to a particular reminder from one commenter. I'm amazed not more than one person. Well, actually, I think one person hinted and one person, like, more overtly said it. But even with just the hint, I was like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. So we're going to do exactly what I said we were going to do at the end of the last episode, which is we're going to take this big boy out of here. But the point is that I remember what I need to do once we get out of here. Because there is a place I have not completely explored yet. And it's a very obvious place. It's a very big place. It's a very, yeah. When I get there and when I do it, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll keep you in suspense. But those of you who have been watching the series from the beginning, well, I mean, if you've played Subnautica, you already know the answer. But I know what we need to do. Don't get me wrong, we're still going to go for some more freeform play in coming episodes, but I just know what the next step is going to be. So, that's always a good feeling. Hello. I love this zone, I really do. I mean, this is just beautiful. What depth were we at? Almost a kilometer down, 884 meters. Batteries on the Cyclops are not particularly high. Also, we probably need to go ahead and put the engine... Do I have that on me? I don't have the efficiency module on me. Did I put it up? I might have put it up in the base or possibly in the Seamoth. I don't remember where I put that thing up. I think I touched it in the last video, so you might know better than me. Like I said, the last video was a one-off. I'm actually sitting down to record a couple right now. Getting ready for Memorial Day weekend. Hope everyone is, has got their plans for the weekend on lock. Even if you're not doing anything special, even if you're, you know, staying busy. You know, it's always a good feeling to know what you're going to be doing. And with whom, if anyone. Have your schedule locked down, etc. That can be tougher for me some days than others, so hope everyone's got good plans regardless of what they are. And I just say I say that obviously with a rather deep sense of sympathy for people who are staying busy regardless of the holiday, or who don't celebrate the holiday. They might not live in the United States, whatever it might be. You know, hope you have a good weekend regardless. I am getting ready for mine by doing lots and lots of recording, which is fun. I can't complain. Okay, I'm not positive I'm going the right way. But I'm just gonna believe. I'm actually rather, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm going the, alright, this is gonna take me up into the blood kelp. And getting out here, there is a ghost leviathan here. The tail of the sub is hitting, let me show you this. The tail of the sub is scraping against the back of this rock wall. It's just, this is not meant for the Cyclops to come down. This is when I wish the Cyclops could actually maneuver more like a real submarine, where it could actually, I guess you would say, pitch up and down. And it can't. I really wish that it could, though. Hang on, let's move forward a bit. Yes, I know. There is a ghost leviathan here. And this is where I took the sub out the first time. Tell you what, hang on. Yes, I know. We're hitting stuff. I don't remember what the state of my power cells is. Actually, that looks pretty good. Oh, is it really just the one? Oh no, I've got two. Good. Let's put just another lithium up, and I just need to maximize my power situation. I've got two fully charged power cells here, and we're going to replace some that are dead because we're going to need all the power we can get to get through this next little situation. I can't wait to have this thing entirely powered by ion cells, which we could have done technically before we left. We really could have. But I am ready to go back. See, that ion cell is the one that's almost dead. And that's actually not good, because that because it's an ion cell that's, I don't know, the percentage might not work this way, but like, because it's an ion cell that's fully dead, that represents a larger proportion of the Cyclops' power. So when you've got a dead ion power cell and then you replace dead just power cells, I would assume you don't quite get the same lovely feeling of compensation, of feeling like you fully recharged your sub to the extent that you would if you had replaced
Engine powering up.
the dead ion cells with more ion cells, if that makes any sense. Okay. This is, yes, you can get the Cyclops out of here, but you have got to navigate. And at the same time, there's a Ghost Leviathan. So we're going to get attacked, which is why we're going to need to turn our shields on. Okay. How did I do this before? Before, I actually think I went through to the left here. I didn't go through this direct route. This might not look like a direct route, but it's more direct than when I'm thinking of when I took the Cyclops out in that offline play a few episodes back. God, that was hellish. Actually, the offline play wasn't hellish. It was the episodes I tried to record. Hi there. So there's our buddy. And the ceiling is right above us. He's going to come say hello. There's not much he can do at the moment. And we're just going to stay above him. Hey! How's life? We're getting jostled around. We're going to move towards the underwater door. Oh, we're actually making good progress. It's actually the bone cave entrance we need to move towards. But hey, as long as I'm seeing blood kelp, that makes me happy, because I feel like we are heading in the direction in which we should be heading. Oh wait, I'm hitting C. I should be hitting spacebar. That's the ascend key. For those of you who do not play on the computer. I can probably turn my shields off in just a second. Probably turn them off now, actually, but I'm still trying to be careful. That was actually a little bit easier. I was building up to nothing there. I admit, I was building up a little bit too much there. That ended up being pretty straightforward. Now, I don't want to take the beacon with me again, so hang on. Remember what happened when we took when we got down to the lava zone with the Cyclops? We ended up carrying a beacon with us all the way down from the entrance to the nickel zone, which was kind of frustrating because that marked, you know, a place where we could easily get nickel. Thankfully, we have enough nickel to where it shouldn't be an issue anymore, but what I'm going to do is, let's actually, now that we are, all right, we've got nothing but clear water above us, we're going to get the camera. All right, good. Beacon's still down there. Okay. Well, bet you never thought you'd see this. Well, you probably did. You just didn't think it would be this soon. What in the world? Is that one of the sea dragon babies? Do they just hang out now? Are they that fully grown? Should I feel threatened by him? I'm assuming not. But that's really cool. I mean, if that's one of the sea dragon or sea emperor kids, I'm just saying, you grow up fast. You grow up real fast. Good lord. Okay. Base Alpha. Let's go ahead and...
Emergency speed. Warning. Vessel counterfeit. Excessive noise.
I know, we're attracting attention. When do we not attract attention piloting this sub around?
The head standard.
So yes, I absolutely positively know where I need to go. Quite clearly. And there is one thing I will need to check when I get back to Base Alpha that will make it really clear where I'm going. So, the suspense is about to be lifted, I assure you. I hear a reef back. Also, there's an eclipse happening right now. Let's see if we can watch it. Well, that didn't quite work as planned, but it's kind of an eclipse. Hey, look, it's kelp that we didn't have to plant. God, this game is beautiful. I know, I've probably said those words in that exact way countless times now during this series, but it is. This is a gorgeous game. Oh, and just because I know there's at least one person wondering. This is what I've got everything set to. So I could turn on color grading. Neutral takes out a little bit of the color, I find. But I've got everything on. This is my current settings, for those of you that are curious. I think someone asked in the series a while ago, but it's been a while since I've talked about that. Okay, we need to get this thing a little bit lower. Hang on, let's use the keel camera. We are home. And now that I know how to use the prawn suit to mine stuff, oh, sorry, fish. We're gonna make us some things. I wonder if the Sea Emperor kids will. I wonder if the Sea Emperors are friendly. Because I think the Sea Emperor, I could tell that the bone of the head on that fish seemed a little bit different than the ones we ran into down in the lava zone. So maybe, just maybe, I don't have to worry about negative interactions with them. I'm going to bring myself down as low as I can here, safely. Yes, I know. I know.
Powering down.
I know. Okay. So, I've got to go inside and drop some stuff off. We've got to charge some power cells too. Let's turn the lights off. People kept telling me in comments, oh, you don't have to turn the lights on and off. It doesn't save your battery. I know. That's literally never been the point. Never once. Hey there. Thanks for the welcoming wagon. Appreciate that. These legs, man. Will you figure out where you need to extend to and go ahead and extend, please? Thanks.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thanks, Habitat. Did we name the voice for the base? I know we named the narrator voice, the suit CPU, or the PDA voice, I guess. I know we named that Jennifer. Kind of a long, dark joke there, but, alright. First thing I need to do is drop some stuff off. What am I carrying? Charge some cells. That'll let us drop some things. Let's drop those in there. Now, of course, we have some more waters to grab. We can consume that. Then we've got these eggs. Now, I seem to remember having a locker over here with some space, and that'll help me drop some of the eggs, probably. No, I had a bunch of my spare gear in here. I did also, when I came back, I broke down a bunch of the lockers here. So I just wanted to show you this. This is something that I did in my offline play. Alright, so here's some of the extra modules that I don't need anymore. We probably need a locker for uraninite. But the issue at this point is I just need a place to put stuff. And one of the lockers downstairs should be empty. Enough for me to use it for something else temporarily. So let's put the eggs in here. Now I've got enough room for some titanium. And the best way to go about this would probably be to go ahead and just scan for some wrecks. Actually, yeah, if I'm going to do titanium that way. I could scan some for titanium wrecks, or I could scan for some nodes. But in titanium's case, the fastest way to get bunches of titanium so you can make a bunch of lockers to store new kinds of things is just... Hang on, let me just put all this up. Not going to drink those yet. Not just yet. The fastest way is to use our good friend... Oh good, it's already looking for metal salvage, which means... in this locker... Was it this? Ah, we have our 3 cuttlefish eggs. We need to hatch those. It's time to do that once we do a little bit more base modification. I am going to do one more thing, the thing I was teasing you about a moment ago. Yeah, we need a nuke reactor for this base. Look at the power situation at night. You just need a constant source of power. That's what you need. Trying to remember where I put the bloody... Oh, you know what?
All systems online.
Thanks. I remember where it is. Okay, there's the engine efficiency module. Question answered there. There's my bleach. Copious quantities of bleach. Okay, nothing else in here. Aha! That's what I wanted. Alright, so the habitat is in emergency power, but I think the sun just started rising. Nope, just kidding. It didn't. Alright, so with that thing turned on, we start looking for chunks of metal. Marcus is, of course, over by the teleporter. That's how we're marking where the teleporter is. Well, we don't need to mark where the teleporter is, but... Hey now! Hey! Hey, 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 hey. I did not come here to have a conversation with you. Leave me alone. Some metal salvage. That looks relatively close. Let's grab that. Again, just grabbing enough to make a couple lockers. Figure I want to fill up my inventory as much as I can while I'm doing this. Old school salvage run. It's like we're playing the beginning again, right? Listen, I'm not... I really don't... I don't care. If I sounded like I cared, I apologize. I did not mean to give you the wrong impression, but I don't. I just don't. That's probably... Yep, that's what I thought. Got pretty good instincts about that at this point. Like, how many have I picked up, and do I have room for any more? If I had completely emptied out my inventory, I would have had room for maybe 2 more. Maybe 3. Reef back. If I didn't say so a few episodes ago, consensus was when I got back to the base that one time and the power situation was so bad. Consensus was, or not the power situation, but the water situation. The base was full of water. It was because the Cyclops clobbered the base at some point in the past. Okay, so the power cells are charging. That's part of the reason yeah, this is going to take... The ion cell is really going to be draining the battery for a while. But this one I can go ahead and take back out. I don't imagine that will actually make a difference. I'll tell you what. While we are waiting on that, because I can't really use the fabricator, but there's a fabricator in the Cyclops. So I can head down to that one and use it. Alright, let's make a bunch of titanium, and we'll make some lockers downstairs for some of our more newly acquired gear. And some of the titanium can be used for other purposes, I'm sure. Soundtrack's amazing too. Beautiful game, beautiful music. Can't wait for them to expand it, because it'll get even better. Alright, the legs finally decided to position themselves appropriately. Thank you for that. What was I telling them to do earlier? Hurry up and extend, something like that? Okay, now did I make a new titanium locker when I came down here? I did. It's right here. Okay, well first let's go ahead and make some more. So, gel sacks, ion cube, salt cube, aerogel, magnetite, quartz, titanium, silicone, lithium, diamond and ruby, deep shrooms. Let's go ahead and make some new lockers. Insert series title joke here. Alright, so this is going to be my kyanite locker. We can do... Oh, can we do another one on that wall? Oh, it's actually letting me put 4 across. That hasn't happened yet, but this one is letting me do it. That might mean that for the next one, I can't put 4. Yeah. See, it's been dicey with letting me do 4. Oh, it might. Okay. Well, you just have to be very, very particular, I guess, with how you put these on the wall. Good to know. I think that was good. All right, I'm really just making lockers at this point. I don't necessarily have something in mind for every single locker I'm putting down, but I have this titanium and I need to get rid of some of it by just building these. Let's see if we can get 4 across again. That would make me happy. And then I'll show you what we're going to do in the next episode. Because I remember what we need to do. It feels good. They really need when the expansion does get released, holy crap, they need to fix this. There needs to be a way to... There basically needs to be a snap to grid feature for building... Yeah, see, I can't do 3. For building, stuff like this for the locker walls. Okay, so I'll figure out a use for those soon. Kyanite. Actually, all of our kyanite is in the... Was it the gel sacks locker? No, we put the creature eggs in the gel sacks locker. Let's put the... Let's just make an eggs locker. There's that. Okay, and then the kyanite is in the... Where did I put you? Aha! Yes. And we have a diamond and ruby locker, so I'll grab that too. I'm going to go ahead and put the titanium up that I'm not using. There's a pretty good chance we'll come back for it. Massive amounts of kyanite. Let's consume that water. And now I believe the ion cube locker had a few more things in it. Yes, it did. Including some gel sacks, actually, which should have gone up in that locker. Shame on me. Salt cube, aerogel. Did I say that? No, I didn't see any salt. Quartz, titanium, silicone, lithium, diamond, and ruby. Yep, there's definitely some ruby that needs to go up. Magnetite. Felt like I overlooked something. There it is. All right, so we need a nickel locker and a sulfur locker. Oh, this was the eggs locker, wasn't it? We'll keep this as the sulfur locker. And put the eggs here. Okay, and there should be a gold-silver locker as well. Did I recreate that one when I broke it down, or did I not? I guess I didn't. So in that case, this is a weird place for it to be. This is my gold and silver locker. Alright, now let's go back out to the Cyclops and very quickly grab whatever we can from our stuff out there. We also have the prawn suit full of, I believe, some pretty rare minerals, so we'll have to check that first. Ah, forgot about those eggs. Alright, I will go ahead and empty this out completely. And we still have a little bit of room to go downstairs. And I'll do one more run here and then show you what we're going to do in the next episode before I wrap this one up. Magical. Alright, so that's all the ion cubes I had in storage, one way or the other. Cannot wait to work on this base some more. We have the resources now to make it a truly awesome base. And that shall be done. I'll probably end up moving that ladder too. Maybe. I'll end up moving a bunch. That was like my ultimate, like, Subnautica, not newbie, but like, if there's such a thing as a new newbie, you know, when you're rusty in a game and haven't played in a while. Like, building this base, the first layout that I did, oh my god, that was terrible. Okay, so ion cubes. Also, we need to make a uraninite locker. And of course... Yep, I need a little bit more titanium. Interesting that's letting me put this one all the way over on one side, but I get why. So the one that has 4 on it here, let's do it about like that. Is that even with the rest of the lockers? Yeah, it is. That's fine. Again, any kind of Snap 2 interface would be awesome. So... uraninite locker. There's that. And then we have an eggs locker. Let's put those up there. And the kyanite can go in the kyanite locker. We have a decent amount. It's pretty nice. Okay, so... where are we going? What's going on? What's the deal? What are you talking about? What are you teasing us with, Hadrian? Here's what I'm teasing you with. In our, well, I gotta find it, but in our databank, when we go to our data downloads, hey, water. Let's see. This, the high security terminal in the captain's quarters. Remember much earlier in the series when I tried to get up into that area, tried to stack a bunch of stuff to get up there because I thought it was a puzzle? That was funny. That was a waste of an episode is what it was. It's like a 45-minute episode too. But anyway, this is where we actually need to go in the Aurora. And I'll do it the very first thing with the next episode. We're going to go input this code, 2679, and we are going to figure out what the heck we get there. And by figure out, I mean we're going to get the exact thing that we're hoping to get there, and then proceed forward from that point. We're home. Holy crap, look at this. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.